Alright, so along the bounty hunter setup, you're Jane, and your husband, you watched probably a little bit of this already. You know your husband's been taken, and you need to capture, rescue your husband. There are a couple things you need to know before you rescue your husband. One, when you get to the point where you're going to lower the bridge, well, you know what? Let's just take this one step at a time. You lose all your money. You become another character. I have done this. Now, the thing is, anything that Jane has in her inventory will follow through. You can get Jane as a companion, and everything that she has in her inventory, you will get in your inventory. Anything you have in your horse, either you got the preload one, or you want to buy a horse. Anything that's in the saddlebags, the horse will keep. All right. So you want to make sure that before you do this, we're actually going to, I forgot to do this, so we will load this up. Anything that your posse has that you've given them, let's see, I think, shotgun, revolver. What do I want here? I'll take the rope. Anything that in the posse, you're going to lose. So if you've boosted up your things and you've given them equipment, you want to make sure that you take it. And I tried afterwards to go to her ranch, and she would not be my companion. Maybe later on, but basically anything that your posse has loses. That's why they just have basic stuff right now. You want to run around, get your things. Now, when you get Jane, see, I've got 42 relics. You start off with this, the next character is all blank. But when you pick up Jane, you get all of these, and you can use them in this. You can experiment if you like. I'm going to do a video with the next character. There's only a couple things that I'm actually going to take on this side. I'll take the lightning rounds. They're very good. I'll take Fan the Hammer. For shotgun, I will take both barrels because it does critical. For the rifle, Sentry Sniper. That one is silencer. You're sniping and you're doing 200 damage. I will take a guaranteed critical hit. I will not bother with that. Don't really care. Bow abilities. I will probably take this because it ignores the target's armor protection. And then I'm not really into melee, so I probably won't take any of that. Now your perks. You do get your perks. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if you keep. I just found one. I don't know if you keep the golden ace of spades. So I'm gonna find out when I do it. Actually, you know what? Shit. Shit.
across the graves. Your son might be gone, but at least you got your sweetheart back. Too bad that siren gave you the slip. But with the sheriff on your side, maybe you can track him down. There's hope yet. Abducted. Cursed. Well now, let's see if we got this straight. A witch named Ruth, who turns men into monsters. A suicidal tree holding the souls of all pigmen. And a talking who wants to meet for a swamp chat. That about the size of it?
Okay, there's some things you need to know. Now, the main one, the first one, you're a bounty hunter. Your whole thing here is you need to rescue your husband. I suggest you go around and, clear things out. I did a tutorial on how to make some quick and easy money. Honestly, maybe around 3,000 is all you're really going to need. Probably that's going to be too much. Before you rescue your husband, there are things you need to know. When you start, after you do this, you're going to start another character. If you have any perks, you lose it. I just checked, you do lose it. So you want to make sure that you use your perks up. I think I'm going to do... I don't know if I should do quick reload or health. I'm going to do health. So you want to make sure you use your golden aces. Now, your relics, you will lose them, but you can get Jane, you can get her as your companion, and when you do, you will get those relics back. Your next character, these will all change. These will all be blank. Honestly, I will take all three of the rifle. Or, I'm sorry, nope. I'll take critical hit and the sentry sniper. Silencer. Sniper, I want to say sniper. Because that in itself is very good. And with the rifle and this ambush perk here, pretty much it's almost a one-shot kill with silence. Now, what I recommend if you're playing, at this point you should be able to have what you want, but definitely you want to be at least level 3 in ambusher. at least level 2 on health. 3 would be better. You want level 3 on high jumper. And you want your your posse up to level 3. That gives does better damage and increases their hit points. Your enemies move around a lot. There's only been a couple cases where I've been able to actually throw dynamite or cluster dynamite and get like 4 or 5 with one shot, and I got lucky on that. Most of the time you're just going to use dynamite when you go into mines to blow up rock areas to there'll be mines and you'll be able to blow the rocks up and there'll be stuff underneath it. It might be a chest, it'll be different things. It's random. You definitely move faster at level 3, crouched and with the gun. So, believe it or not, that's a lot faster than crouched. And then when you have your rifle out, you're definitely moving faster. Now, the reason you want the high jump is because there are a couple random, like terror on the slopes, there'll be 2 of them. Or you come in here. Now, I've already killed everybody. You can see the X's. How did I do that? I did it the easy way. Oh, no, not there. Here. Come on, get up there. Where had it? No, right here. There we go. There. And then with a high jump, you're able to get up top. And then you just come down here, pull out your rifle. Pull out your rifle, you do the level 1, and then you hit the sniper. And then your next shot is silent. And basically you can just snipe them all out from a distance up top here. And they can't get you. And they don't bother your posse either. That's the important thing. So yeah, high jump is extremely helpful. Let's see. So, before you advance on, like I said, you want to have at least ambusher, you want to have high jump, get your health up to at least level 2, 3's better, and get your posse up. This all helps. Now, anything that Jane has in her inventory, once she joins your posse, once you get her as your posse, you'll be able to access all this. You'll also be able to access the horse, which is another 32, and you'll be able to access the bank and grackle. So you want to set all this up. I've set all this up. Now I noticed after I did this, played through, she was still equipped with amulets. So, the best 2 amulets that I find, I've tried them all. I mean, I haven't gotten any like 5 levels, but at this stage of the game, the Virtuous deals additional damage. It definitely works. And then the other one is in my horse. You see I set my horse up. Level 3, Amulet of the Storms. 1 wet, get a chance. Now this thing works pretty good. A lot of areas there's going to be water and stuff like that, especially in the beginning. If you don't have, before you get the high jump and you're able to jump up and ambush them from up top, that works extremely well. So that's what you want to do. I basically gave 1 pick, 1 shovel, lock picks, band-aids for each one, 5 each of the explosives, and then all this is just for money, just to get money. And it's the same thing here. This is a lot. Now you start out with 0, but when I meet Jane, I'll be able to immediately scrap these weapons and I'll have ammo for my rifle, and since I'm sniping. And I'm at the point where I got basically all my weapons up to gold, legendary. I gave her these 2 right here. keep the best 4 amulets. You want to think ahead, so when you start playing this game, unfortunately, the only way you can buy and sell amulets is you need a random encounter with the Wanderers. They buy and sell amulets. I had a couple of them, and basically I was selling all the stupid amulets to make space. I wish I had known about this. I would have kept like the fire and the poison and given it to her for the next playthrough. So let's go through. It's the same thing at the bank. I've got basically stuff to make money. Because you're going to start out with 0. Ah, jeez, oil. Now, if you by chance accidentally run in some oil, roll. The roll will meet, because, watch, oil. See how I'm still kind of covered in oil, but the moment I roll, boom, it's gone. It's the same thing. You get on fire, roll, and it'll put the fire out. All right. Now we're gonna go down here. And I've already been through this whole area. I cleared this whole area out. Now there are 3 switches that you need to find. I'm not going to show you all 3 switches. You can just roam around. You should be able to find them. And what those 3 switches do... Oops. What the heck was... Oh. Sirens. Now, see, on a normal, you wouldn't be able to get up top here, but with the high jump, boom. And that's why you're able to get up top and be able to ambush these guys and not have to worry about it. Now, this is where the guy is that kidnapped. There's 3 levers. See, I've already pulled 2 of the levers. Because what you want to do, there's some achievements you're going to get. Now, see, at this point, see the bridge? Now, the third switch to open the door is over there, and the only way to get to that switch, and I tried, you got to jump from there to jump over there to get that last switch. Now, before you pull the switch, you want to make sure you save your game. I'm actually going to save it. Copper Mountain, just in case I gotta come back here. So you're gonna save your game. Once you pull this switch, that's it. This is, well, I mean, it's not the end, but the moment you walk across that bridge, free your husband. The moment you walk across and you talk to him, basically that's going to take you to the next. So now, you take him out of the mine without opening the door to the boss, and you get an achievement. Then you reload, you take him, you get that last switch, you open the door, you go in there, you kill the main boss. I reloaded again because I want the boss alive. There's an achievement that you can get if you collect the bounty on him. So, and that's about it. So, we're going to do a quick recap here. Make sure you have no golden aces. Use them all up. Don't worry about the abilities. Anything that you have for relics will transfer once you take Jane. Set up her inventory for what you want to carry through in the next playthrough. Set up your bank and your horse. And you should be able to make, I mean, the best way to make money, I did a video on it, is making and selling the deer hides. Those things probably make the best, other than the the bars and the nip heads. Each one of these nip heads will sell for 50 each. I have like 15 in the bank ready to go to make some money. And then the silver bars, copper bars. So basically, nip heads, silver bars, copper bars, and then vests. The basic sells for like 18. I think the sturdy sells for 37. And then I got a couple actually heroics. Heroics that I boosted up for ha-has. And I got a legendary that I made up, that I had an extra one I forgot and I sold it. That sells for good money too. So there you go. You do that and your next playthrough will be good to go. Let's see, am I missing anything here? That's about it. Open up your map. And like I said, if you get a chance, I'm going to wait. I'll do that with the next guy because it's easier. So you want to have 2 amulets for Jane for the next playthrough, but whatever amulets you like using, you want to put those, have it in the inventory. Because once you take an amulet from Jane, even if you give it back to her, it doesn't equip. And I'm going to show that on the next video. I'm going to show the playthrough with the end of the story, how it goes.